Having trouble landing kicks? Want to know how the pros make it look so easy? Then this is the video for you.
Miles at him. Changes stand. Unofficially winning. As long as his body allows.
Whether you're looking to improve your success rate in sparring or start landing cleaner in competition, the goal is simple: to understand timing, setups and opportunity. No setup. That's right, sometimes the best way to land a kick is with no setup at all. The reason this can be so effective is the element of surprise. The key is excellent technique, balance and explosive delivery. If your mechanics are tight, a kick can be as good a lead as any punch. This is why you see Thai fighters repping out endless kicks on the bags and pads. You want that mind-body connection where you don't have to think about your technique. If you can back the opponent to the ropes or cage wall, then you remove a defensive option. They can't step back to avoid it. Of course they can still block, but you've increased the chances of landing because you're no longer chasing them. With the naked kick, the trick is to go from 0 to 100. No warning, no tells. Just a clean, sudden strike that breaks the opponent's rhythm before they even know what's happening.
The first time looks like
right back into range and then it recoils before you even know it landed.
The double up.
jab from Harrison. There's the outside. Mixed martial arts fans who aren't used to seeing Muay Thai.
The next logical step from landing a single kick with no setup is to throw multiple in quick succession. The double up can once again use the element of surprise to its advantage. Sometimes it's not about the variety, it's about repetition. If the opponent hasn't adjusted, make them deal with the same problem again. Too much variety can make you lose focus and rhythm, whereas repeating what works forces your opponent to adapt under pressure. If they haven't blocked or countered the first kick, the second one often lands even cleaner. The double up can also work wonders for off balancing, especially if you catch the opponent mid-block or mid-shift. It's a way to punish lazy defence and test their reactions. Punch to kick.
He just threw a big left hand.
Yeah, there's that left tie. All the good stuff. Show us some of those hands.
The punch to kick is the gold standard for kick setups. It's 101. Throwing your hands first occupies the opponent's vision, unsettles their base, and can draw a reaction that opens the target for your kick. It's about creating confusion and breaking their defensive rhythm.
That kick to the right leg.
A great tactic is to throw the kick into the punch on the same beat. When you throw your punch, try to trail the kick right behind it. Even if the punch doesn't land, it masks your true intention. Your opponent is reacting to the punch, not the kick. And punches don't always have to land. Sometimes their job is simply to disguise what comes next.
Halfway through this emphasis, right? Feet here in the last 50.
Combination punching into a kick is the staple of Dutch kickboxing, and for good reason. It builds layers of attack. The classic head-body-leg combination is a perfect example and works at every level of striking.
Oh, beautiful hook to an outside thigh.
The logic is simple: the opponents can't protect every target at once, especially when blocking kicks requires lifting a leg and breaking the stance.
He's got to send a message to his opponent. Meanwhile, right to Rita. And Rod Tan is thrilling these fans.
Throwing in combination is also a great way to disorganise the opponent and overwhelm the defence. Even if the first strikes are blocked, the final kick often lands because their balance or guard is already compromised.
Instructions in Thai from Olivier Coste. Oh, good night, Irene!
Vary your targets.
Big leg kick. Opening up for super leg.
Varying your targets is one of the simplest but most effective ways to land a kick. If you only attack one area, your opponent can begin to predict your patterns and defend more easily. But if you constantly change their levels, head, body, leg, you keep them guessing.
He was countering and evaded the entire combination. He does a good job not taking a lot of punishment on the inside.
It'll be interesting to see how
there's a head kick that wobbled Williams.
adjust to the speed.
To go one step further, if you can make your techniques look similar, for example a right low kick that looks identical to a right body kick or even a straight right hand, then the opponent will have a much harder time predicting and defending. Nongo is a master of deception on his rear side. His right-sided attacks all look identical until the last moment. The opponent is left second guessing where to prioritise their defence.
The way that he is eating these things, this is the beginning of the round. I think it's the power of Nongo start to fail him, and that side.
Just slightly, just through a big left hand.
You know, this, I mean, just over head, starts to block the head kick, and Nongo is just going out.
Time the opponent stepping in. For me, this is the most bang for your buck setup when trying to land any strike.
It could be over.
Timing the opponent's step is one of the best and most efficient ways to land a kick. When someone steps in, they're temporarily unbalanced and unable to defend themselves properly. If you can time the kick as they move, you'll catch them in transition when their weight is shifting and their defence is at its weakest. This can be done through baiting and rhythm control. A long step back can invite the opponent to step forward, allowing you to land as they fall for the trap. The long step is done by stepping the rear foot back deeper than a conventional step with the lead foot following.
Got to limit it. Big muscle to target. It's tenderised.
By stepping the rear foot back first, it enables the fighter to push off the lead foot and kick immediately if the opponent steps in. Like stepping on a landmine, as soon as the rear foot lands, it is ready to explode. Kicks require space, and being a back foot fighter can actually favour kickers, since moving backward naturally creates the distance needed for clean kicks. You're also inviting the opponent to step in.
He will continue to fight as long as his body allows.
Timing an opponent as they step laterally is also a fantastic time to throw a kick.
Now you see Liam trying to read the high kick and counter off the high kick with the cross, but again takes out the leg, and that's going to be a count from referee Elias Delapis.
Feints and fakes.
Putting together combinations here.
As mentioned earlier, making your techniques look similar is massively beneficial, and feints play a big part in this. A convincing fake must look identical to the real technique. Lazy or half-hearted fakes don't draw real reactions. The goal is to make your opponent commit to defending something that isn't coming. Feinting with the shoulders, hips or even a small step can trigger their defence. Once they bite, you can attack a different target or follow it with real strikes.
And certainly we're seeing that here from Nongo getting the favour. Super serious. Beautiful right.
John Haggerty is the master of the teep, but it's his fake that sets up most of his best work. His fake and real motion look the same, only the intention changes. When it comes to landing kicks, the more convincing your feint, the easier it becomes to land the real attack.
Andrade goes forward.
Counter kicks. Countering with a kick is one of the most reliable ways to land cleanly. Leading an attack requires taking risks, closing distance and exposing yourself. That's why countering is so effective. The opponent does the work for you.
Beautiful.
When they step into attack, their attention is forward and their guard may be open. They may expose some holes. If you time your counter kick right, you can catch them completely unprepared.
Superbond's doing a brilliant job, and you can see the markings along with the piece. Oh my goodness!
It's more dangerous than simply timing their footwork because they're actively attacking, but it also offers bigger rewards. If they're focused on offense, they're usually not praised for impact, and that's when the kick does the most damage. Whether you're countering a punch, a kick or a step, the principle is the same. Let them commit, then make them pay.
Youth here a little bit is just playing with his ability.
Oh, smack bang again! The big kibosh, and it's all over! Nicky holds good.
Replying with a kick after an opponent's landing a kick on you is also one of the best times to attack. When someone's kicking, they're temporarily on one leg, and they have to return that leg before they can actively defend the attack. That means there's a window of opportunity for you to launch a quick fire kick in return. Think of it like a tennis rally. The last one to hit the ball wins.
It's being smart and taking their time, but now we're in the third round. And now the kicks are going.
Landing kicks isn't random, it's the product of understanding setups, rhythm and timing. You can throw the most powerful kick in the world, but if you can't land it, then it counts for nothing. The goal is to develop awareness of your opponent's movement, balance and reactions. Use surprise when you can, repetition when it's working, and variety when you need to open up new targets. The best kickers don't just throw, they create the moment to throw. You can train each setup separately. Drill the no setup, the double up, the punch to kick and counter kicks until you start to feel the rhythm of when they work. Over time they'll blend together naturally and you'll start landing more often without thinking about it.
No stranger to dealing with adversity.
Where decision wins and it just changes stances and lands.
Bang! The big kibosh!
As always, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more, I recommend heading over to the Pro Striking Patreon.
So in this video, we're going to talk about how we can go from long range to mid range, and we're just going to go over a couple of pieces of footwork of how you can get there effectively.
There's also plenty of free stuff right here on the YouTube channel, like this video appearing on your screen right now. Pro Striking appreciates you more than a well-timed roundhouse kick to the head.
Single. Oh! That's a beautiful head kick. That is a beautiful